My name is Annette Carr, and I'm one of the librarians here at Touro College. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how to uh, do an article search through our databases at the Touro University Library homepage. So the first thing you want to do is go to tourolib.org up here, or you're going to want to just Google Touro Libraries, and this comes up. It's our homepage. So the first thing that I recommend you do is log into the library. So this is our homepage here, and you're going to see login right here. See this button, login? You're going to go to the login page, and you're going to click on that. And what this is going to do is it's going to verify that you're a student. So you're going to access with your Touro One credentials. Okay, and this is just the way you sign into your portal or sign into your homepage. So here, this is how I'm signing into my portal here. Okay, and then I'm going to get a push notification on my phone. Everybody has to go through this. It's a security measure. So I have my phone with me. And I approved it on my phone, so I should go through. Okay, so now once I'm in the Touro library, I know I'm in because that login button has turned into a search button right here. So once I see the search button, I know that I'm in the Touro library, and I can use all the facilities that are on the Touro Library's virtual homepage here. So I'm concentrating on this video just on articles, okay? So we want to find articles, and so I'm a health sciences library, so this is going to be geared towards health science libraries. If you are with another major, you can contact your local librarian at your Touro campus. Okay, so health sciences, we go here to databases. Okay, right here, find articles. You're going to click on this tab. And we have a whole bunch of databases. Okay, we have 170 databases. You can think of databases as houses that articles live in. Okay, there's different houses, have different people in them. Different databases have different articles stored in them. Sometimes they overlap, but a lot of times databases have unique articles in them from specific journals. Now, 170 databases, okay, this is a lot, and it covers the whole broad range of subjects that Touro has. Okay, I'm not interested in a lot of this stuff here. Okay, I'm not interested in art, music, and dance. Okay, I'm a health sciences person, so I'm going to strictly concentrate on health sciences. So I'm going to go through all these subjects here, and I'm going to find health sciences. I'm going to click on that and click search. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to take all those other databases out that deal with other topics I'm not interested in and just focus on health sciences. Okay. I'm going to show you the top two here. Okay. I'm going to show you PubMed, and I'm also going to show you Health and Medical Collection ProQuest. So PubMed is the first one. Nice thing about PubMed is all the articles in PubMed are peer reviewed. And so we come to this page. Okay. This is the first page here. And I'm going to do my topic here. My topic is going to be schizophrenia. And I'm going to click search. Okay, now we have 172,000 articles. That's a lot, but we can reduce it by using the filters on the left side. So I have articles going back to 1921. I probably don't want something that old. So I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to take this bar here and move it up to about 2017. Okay, so that's going to get rid of those older articles that are outdated. If I'm writing a history paper, I may like them. So now I'm down to 48,000 articles. Okay, text availability. In this box, you're going to want to click on free full text and click on full text. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to give you the actual article itself. So it's not going to give you an abstract that tells you, oh, there's this great article exists on your topic, but we don't have access to it. You're going to actually get the full article that you want. The rest of this we can put aside for now. So I have 29,000 articles here. So I'm just going to look at a few of them and see if there's something that I would like to look at. So here we go. Animal models related to schizophrenia. This sounds like a topic article I'd be interested in. I'm going to click on it. Up here on the top, I have the citation information, the article, the title, the author, the journal that it appears in, the date. And the abstract is just a brief summary of the article. And we also have keywords. Okay, so if we're looking for certain topics and we don't feel like reading the whole abstract, we can key in on the keywords here and see if it's related to what we want. And we also have similar articles. So if this article is not doing it for you, these are adjacent articles here that are similar that you can try. So where do we have our full text? On PubMed here, the full text is over here on the right-hand side of the page. So we have three options here. These are three different publishers. Okay, the last one is through Touro. The first two are other publishers. Okay, the difference between the publishers, it's Pepsi and Coke. They'll look a little different, but they give you the article. So what we're going to do is I'm going to look at the first one here, Sage Journal. And okay, I'm going to accept all cookies and I'm turn that off. Okay, so right here, what we have is we have the abstract and the articles here in HTML. I prefer PDF though. So what I tell students to do is go to where you find PDF. It's going to be somewhere in here. So PDF, click here. And I tell students always download the article to your home to your desktop. Reason being is you can always delete it later, but if you find an article you like and then you let it go and try to backtrack and find it, you can end up going down a rabbit hole for a long time. So it's better just to download it to your desktop and you can always delete it later. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to download here. And that's going to my desktop. Okay, so that's how you get a full text article. If you want to see the other publishers available, so Sage, that was the publisher we used. It's also, the article is also available in PMC. And again, this is Pepsi and Coke. It's the same article. It just looks a little different. So again, over here, same article, PDF is right here. And it looks a little different, but it's the same article. So I can download it if I want. I downloaded the last one. So I'm not going to download this one. It'll be redundant. Okay. So one of the things students ask me is what happens if I find a publisher that's asking me for money. So that does happen. So let me give you an example of that. So we have exercise treatment for schizophrenia. Okay. Here is our citation information, the abstract, and my keywords. It looks like something that I would be interested in. I'm going to go up here. I have three publishers. MedWorks Media. I'm going to try that. Okay, and it's saying add to cart. It wants money. Okay, never, never, never pay for anything. Okay, articles, we can get them for you. You can do a number of things. One of the first things that you can do when you hit a paywall, this is what a paywall looks like when they ask for money. You can go back. Okay, you have other options here. You have other publishers who may give it to you for free. So MedWorks Media wants money. We're going to go to PMC and see if they give it to us for free. And it looks like they do. So this publisher gives it to us for free. The PDF's over here. Okay, and I'm going to download because I always download to my desktop. Okay. So that's how you work around a paywall. Now, let's suppose that you have an article and you only have one option here. Okay, you don't have different publishers. You only have one publisher and they want money. Okay, what you can do is contact a Touro librarian and put in a request, and we'll try to interlibrary loan it. That means we get it from a library outside of Touro College. It may take some while to get to you, though. It may take a week or two, depending on how old the article is. Sometimes I get it in the same day, but I can't predict that. So give yourself some leeway on that. So if we go back to our search results here on PubMed, okay, let me show you how to do an advanced search. Okay, so schizophrenia is a very broad topic, and I would like to narrow this topic down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an advanced search here. My topic, schizophrenia. I'm going to add that to my search. Now, I want to search schizophrenia and psychosis. Okay. That's when schizophrenics hear voices and hallucinate and have delusions. So I'm interested in that topic. And I'm also interested in cannabis. How does smoking cannabis influence schizophrenia? So I go over here to end, and I'm going to add that. So this is going to look for, this is an advanced search. So it's going to look for topics on schizophrenia and psychosis and cannabis. So this is a way for me to narrow down my search so I can be more specific about what I want. So I'm going to click search. I've got 492 results. Okay, that's a good start. Over here on the left, I can reduce this. Okay, so 1993, it's a little old. I'm going to slide over to 2017. Okay, so I can get something that's fresh and up to date. And I always have free full text clicked and always have full text clicked. Okay, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to look at some of these and see if there's anything that I find interesting. So I'm going to go to 3 here. Okay, cannabis psychosis and schizophrenia. It sounds like some keywords here. It sounds exactly what's up my alley here. So I'm going to go over here. I have 3 publishers. I'm going to click on the first one. Okay, that's the abstract and the citation information. Here's the PDF. Okay, I've hit a paywall. They want money. So we're not going to do this. So I'm going to go back and see if I have other options here. So I do have another publisher. Maybe they'll give that to me for free. So I'm going to click on White Rose. And it looks like they are going to give it to me for free. So I'm going to click to download here. Here is the article. So I'm going to download, always download to your desktop. Okay, you can always delete it later. So I'm going to save that to my desktop. Okay, and I've just worked around a paywall. Okay, if there wasn't another option, if I didn't have another publisher and I only had Wiley here, okay, I would contact a Touro librarian and tell them that I need an article that is, you've hit a paywall and you have an article that you need to have interlibrary loaned. Okay, so that's PubMed. One of the other databases that I'm going to show you is Health and Medical Collection here. So this is ProQuest. PubMed's a government database. Health and Medical Collection, ProQuest is a private database. Pepsi and Coke, they look different, but they do the same things. ProQuest is a little prettier, a little more user-friendly. The only problem with ProQuest is that not all the articles that you get are peer-reviewed, or scholarly. So you're going to have to choose that when you do your searches. So I'm, again, searching schizophrenia. Okay, and I'm going to click full text. And I have to click peer-reviewed. Okay, peer-reviewed is going to get rid of those articles that are written by journalists in like Wall Street Journal, New York Times. You're just going to have scholarly articles that are written by doctors and researchers, studies. Click search. Okay, and I have 175,000 articles, a lot. Okay, and these are going to be articles that are mostly different than what's in PubMed. Okay, like I said, different databases are like different houses with different people living in them. There may be some overlap. Some articles may live in 2 or 3 houses, but you're going to find most likely different articles in different databases. So I'm going to go down here, and it's the same thing as PubMed. On the left-hand side, we have our filter. Okay, I'm going to go to publication date here, 1928. That's an old article. Okay, I don't want things that old, so I'm going to scan myself up, and I'm going to go to, 2010 to current. Okay, so that's going to update it, and we're going to knock some articles off that way. One of the other things that I can also do here is I can choose my document type. So for instance, if I want evidence-based healthcare, I can try that, and that'll knock it down even more. And so I have a whole bunch of different articles here. So let's just suppose I'm going to look at this first one, effects of aerobic exercise. Okay, so how would I download it and get the full text? Okay, it's the same as PubMed in that the citation information is on the top up here. Okay, the who wrote it, what the title is, what journal it appears in, the date. Background, this is the information summary. Nice thing about this database is that you can listen to you can listen to the article if you like. That's a feature that they do have. I've never used it personally, but that is a feature they have. And the full text for the articles over here on the left. You also have a download PDF over here on the right. So you can either download PDF here, or you can look at it over here. Either way, you'll get the article here. It opens it up for you. And I'm just going to I'll press the download button here. And again, I'm just going to download it to my desktop. Very simple, straightforward. Now, we did what was called a basic search there. So suppose that I want to do an advanced search. I want to search for schizophrenia, okay, and psychosis. Remember, we were looking for psychosis and cannabis, so psychosis. And I can add rows here. I can add as many rows as I like. So I'm going to put cannabis in here. So this will look for articles on schizophrenia, psychosis, and cannabis altogether. I'm going to click search. Okay, I have full text and peer reviewed checked off. Articles go from 1977 to 2025. Okay, I don't want something as old as 1977, so I'm going to move the bar up and update my results. Okay, and down here I can choose my document type if I wish. Okay, so for instance, I can click on evidence-based medicine. I can also click over here on I can screen out what I don't want. So for instance, I don't want an obituary, for instance. I don't want a table of contents. I don't want a letter to the editor. So you can exclude those with this feature, okay, by applying it, and that'll get rid of that type of resource that you don't want. So I'm just going to look here, this first one here, the role of cannabis in the development of psychosis. That sounds interesting. Click on it. Here's the article. Okay, I can download it either here, or I can go over here and download PDF, full text, and download it to my desktop. So that is health and medical collection. Okay, there's a lot more databases and a lot more ways to learn how to use them, but this is just a basic to get your feet wet. If you have any questions, don't feel free to contact a Touro librarian and we will help you. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.